Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston from Our Blooming Catholic Life. A couple of you have been proposing some alternate tunings for the dulcimer, and so I wanted to give those a try for you just because you've been bugging to hear them so much. You can see I'm not lying when I say I have the frets numbered with little stickers. These are little stationary stickers. They are removable. These are actually not even the first set on here. This is the teardrop shaped dulcimer. I have several others. You can see I have clipped on here at the end a tuner, and we're going to go ahead and tune it. So when I tune it, I'm going to, sorry, the camera's not quite big enough to see everything. I'm going to strum down here, and when I strum on that, my tuner lights up. So let's see. That's saying that, yep, my big string is on D. Next one is A. A. Now, this is what I would normally play, is DAA. That is my favorite tuning. It's not the only one I use, but it is my favorite. What some of you have suggested is leaving D, the bass string, the harmony string, or whatever you call that middle one, but they want these two little melody strings. They want one tuned slightly higher and one slightly lower. Let's give this a try. We're going to go here. Can you see any of this? The string here, we're going to take him a little higher. Okay, so he's just a little bit higher. And we're going to go for this guy a little bit lower. I'm trying to do it the same amount on the tuner. Okay. And we now have still not a bad sound, right? So let's go ahead and, sorry, I don't want to show you all of that one. I'm sure it's copyrighted. Here is our simple St. Thomas tune, Tantum Ergo. Okay, the problem we're going to encounter though, sounds great when I'm strumming all four strings, right? Here is where I have found the problem with this particular tuning. Again, when I'm doing all four strings, sorry, it's very shiny on the laminate cards today. Sounds great, but sometimes I don't want the full force, just like when sometimes the organ plays, you know, big everything, but sometimes they like to play on the melody. And so here we have this. This one's actually a little bit flat now. Remember that we made this one a little bit sharp, this one a little bit flat, but I'm only playing normally this one outer string. Let's see if I can play both the melody strings, but both the melody strings only. It's too hard for me. You may be good at it, but what I found is when I am hardcore playing, you can see it's just a little bit off because I've made it a little bit. Now maybe you could make it slightly left. I did, let's see if it's still there. I originally did 2 bars lower. Oh, it's not on the headstock, sorry. Has to be connected. I originally did 2 bars lower and 2 bars higher, so maybe we could do it just a little bit closer. Maybe you could just do 1 bar and it would sound even better. If you go more than 3 bars, I think it sounds really wonky, but that's just me. Actually, let's go ahead and give that a try. Maybe make it a little bit more. Again, this isn't perfect on the tuner, but okay, let's get this guy a little bit lower then. Ooh, that went a lot lower very quickly. Okay, that's probably comparable to higher and lower, and let's try that sound. Ooh. You can hear it's a little bit off. Try just the melody line. I do remember now. It was around 6 and 7 that did not play so well with that. Let's go to the higher notes for the melody too. That's not bad. I played a song the other day that went up. I think I was playing Danny Boy. And when I had to go up into the 12s, it really didn't work. That actually didn't sound so bad. Okay, so it may depend on the day. I feel like it's a little fiddly. Some people may enjoy that. The thought is that if you're doing the more simple strumming, you may not get quite the blend of notes that you get with the... I can't do the whip. This is a quill. I cannot do... I'm not good at the whip. I'm not doing any fancy strumming. I'm playing very simple Gregorian chant. Even when I play a song, let's switch out to our other song. If we can get the card to stay. Very simple melodies. You can see, very simple. Can you see that? I'm just strumming very simply. And so they're saying, in order to get a more full richness of sound, to tune the melody strings, one a little bit higher, one a little bit lower. It is nice. It's something to experiment with. If you haven't tried it, you may want to experiment with it. We're going to try one more experiment that's been a popular ask. It is a little, for me, it's a little weird, but that's what people are asking for. I'm going to go ahead and tune these back properly now, and we're going to adjust them. So this guy needs to come lower. Not quite that low. I love this particular tuner because it lights up green when it's happy. Almost there. Keep getting green flashes. We're very close. Okay. Now this one was low, so it's going to have to come up high. Decent amount. Oh, got it right there. Back to our proper sound. Okay. And you know, back in the day, they wouldn't have been tuned completely exact because people were tuning them just by ear out in the mountain. Now, here's the second tuning people have been requesting. I'm using my Daddio, I don't know how people say this, Daddio tuner. And you'll see I have it tuned to A432. That is what people have been requesting. They say it resonates with Mother Earth, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. It's pretty happy with D. I think it wants it a little bit more sharp. Okay. Let's try our A. Probably everything is going to need to come up then. Ooh, he didn't like that much, did he? Okay, put up this one. And this guy. Okay, this says they're all A432. Let's see if you're feeling groovy and resonating with Mother Earth. It's all a little bit higher tuned. Is it going to make a difference when we get up here to our 12s? It is a little bit brighter sound, I'll say that. I don't know if it's more in tune with Mother Earth. Let's see. I really don't want to play a hymn in that. Let's grab another DAA tune. I don't want to use something copyrighted. Let's try Waltzing Matilda, a little riff on that. Let's do the refrain. Yeah, I messed up, I know. But what do you think? I don't know. Did you feel more connected, more in tune with the world? I didn't notice a difference. If you prefer that tuning, I guess go for it. So it's A432 instead of A430. That's a technical thing. Don't worry about it. You just know that you can set this particular kind of tuner will be set for that. You can see it's the little number at the bottom, and I have errors where I can go up and down. I don't think I can do it on my more simple Donner. Maybe I can. I have guitar, chrono, bass, ukulele, violin, banjo, F, B flat, E flat, and chrono. I use chrono. That's all. I wanted to experiment that. That's a viewer request video. Those requests have been going on for a while, so I just thought I'd give it a try. Not the most polished version, but that's what you want. You want the experiment. Here it is. God bless, friends. Have a beautiful day.